Hey guys, and welcome to, I guess this video is mainly a video response. I'm making this for Madmenyo, who, basically taught me to play SimCity. From your videos, I really loved your videos. I watched almost all of them, probably 4 times, more than that. So you were talking about theories on traffic, and I wanted to show you what I thought about traffic. I'm going to go to this city because it'll have really high traffic density and see if I can show you why my build works. And you know, you can respond to that or whatever. We'll see here. Alright. You're going to get a lot of pop-ups. So this city has 407,000 sims, which is ridiculous amount. And I'll show you one thing that I had touched on earlier that I don't know if I don't know necessarily. You were asking how I'm getting such a high mayoral rating, and you're asking about my water pollution. If you look here, the areas where the water is really polluted is these 4 sections of the city. I don't know how good I don't know how good your English is, so hopefully I'm not wasting both of our times. But you can see how the water pollution is all concentrated in the residential area. The commercial actually generates almost 0 water pollution, so you can see where my pumps are and where the water is. There's actually no water pollution at all. And why that's important is that the pumps actually are pumping out clean water to the city. That's my theory on that anyway. The air pollution is like really bad because that's all the traffic, but the water pollution is really high, and obviously there's no garbage. And so back to what I was saying about traffic. My theory for traffic is that there are certain areas that Sims don't bother using. So as one of our densest neighborhoods, you can see this place has really bad traffic. I can't remember how much mass transit I built in this city, but part of me thinks that, yeah, so wow, we got a lot of residential demand right now. So this city is all medium and medium wealth, or is there high wealth Sims living here? No, it's all medium and low wealth. And so what that means is these guys are all going to be mass transit users. And so if I can find a bus stop. So here's the subway station. You can see the subway usage is actually really high. And the commute time is really bad. Wow. What else was I going to talk about? Traffic volume. So here, yeah, okay, here's one of the cool graphs that you can see. The subway and the L train has, that's about 60,000 passengers, and the buses cover, another 70,000. So that's, what I say, 130,000 Sims that are taking mass transit, which is crazy if you think about how many there are. The green line meaning is just how much traffic there is. But one of the great things about this city design is that this city design has a ton of pedestrian traffic. I don't know if there is an overlay that will show a data view that will show foot traffic. I don't think so. Air pollution, water pollution, garbage, radiation. No, there isn't. So I guess I have to only use this. So one of the things that I really like about this particular design is, like, a lot of these people here, you can see under pink, a lot of them are actually just walking to their jobs, right? And because of that, we can find the same thing too. A lot of these guys are not necessarily using cars. These guys are all using cars, but anyway. Yeah, see here, there's 10,000 subway users right on that corner alone. And you can see what that subway actually does is it creates a massive amount of pedestrian traffic. What was I looking for? I was looking for traffic. Yeah. So with over almost 100,000 Sims walking just using pedestrian traffic, you can see how the traffic is controlled in a lot of ways. One of the reasons I like this build is the traffic congestion areas. Going back into our data views, here you can see like the really bad traffic areas are going to be these exits. And I must have done a better job in these 3 sections of zoning the mass transit, but you can see the intersections. The intersections are only a problem because that's where the traffic, like I think that's where the simulation has the most traffic routing to, because all of the Sims in this whole neighborhood are using this exit right here, this crazy exit with something like 30,000, but none of them are using this exit here, and I'll show you the difference. Because this exit here, it is floating almost nobody, right? These are the individual numbers. I'm not sure how SimCity, but almost nobody's using that exit, while this exit is jammed up. And the reason for that, I believe, is that the traffic algorithm routes everybody to the shortest distance, and that's how the simulation works, which is one of the reasons why this city's a little hard to explain that, but like if I could explain that in a simpler way, there's these exits here and here are equidistant for here, but for some reason this exit has a massive amount of people going into it, and this exit doesn't. And I think the reason for that is that the exit that the algorithm chooses, the algorithm then routes all of the traffic towards that exit, as opposed to, say, splitting it straight through the middle. And you can change this with like the mods. The network add-on mod really changes the traffic algorithm. It really becomes very different and very easy to handle. But I mean, in a way, you're right. I think a lot of the intersections are very clogged. But in terms of the way that SimCity works as a metagame, traffic only becomes like a quote-unquote problem when you reach the traffic cap. And I don't actually have an actual number for what that is, because I have no idea what the traffic cap is. But if you ever look at your RCI indicators, and all of a sudden your residential will be up at like 6,000 max, and you'll be building and building and building, and then your residential will just drop all the way to I'm pointing at my screen, I should be using the mouse, all the way to minus 6,000, and usually when you take a steep drop like that, it means you've reached what I've read in SimCity discussion groups as you've reached a cap. And so what I did in this city I'm using an example because it has a lot of Sims in it, in a relatively small area. Like, to me, in an unmodded SimCity, 4007, this is the most dense city I've ever built. I've never built a city as dense as this one. So what I did is I built enough mass transit as to encourage the most amount of medium wealth and low wealth Sims to use them. And the reason I did that is because I figured the more Sims I can get off the road, the better. And so this city was my experiment in trying to figure out if I could have consistent population increases while still maintaining my symmetrical design, which you noted, B, while being able to cover the population caps that exist within the game, because there are some other ones. Like, garbage is a great one. If you let garbage pile up, it'll be fine, and then, like, bam, your growth will just be, like, flatline all on the bottom. Nobody will want to move in. So, I guess what I think is, it's like the way I handle traffic isn't so much by forcing by forcing traffic in my design, by like what you did, like by minimizing intersections, but by controlling usage through through forcing more and more Sims to want to ride mass transit. And whether or not that solved the issue, I'm not 100% sure, but that to me felt like I did it. So I don't know what else. You asked if I built this region with mods, or with cheats, and I don't know the best way I could show. Let me see here. So as you can see, this is a city. It's off the grid. There's no. I'm gonna upload this, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my god, a new SimCity video!" Then they're gonna watch it and be like, "I am disappointed." So there's no connection. There's no connection been made. You can see. You can see in the graphs that there's nothing there. My mayor rating is completely neutral, and I can let this city run. So I'll attach it to the sim world. I don't think it'll make a difference. I can let this city run as long as I want, and my mayor rating will never increase. Right? I don't know if I could do anything to make it decrease. I could try going like high density. I'd have to build a power plant and stuff like that. But I guess what I'm saying is if I had a cheat enabled to buff my mayor rating and force my mayor rating to go up, I think it would be doing that anyway. Anyway, I'm not cheating. I guess that's pointless to try to say. I didn't use cheats. You can watch all the videos. You can watch everything I did. And that should be fine. I mean, you can completely simulate what I did by building and taking my designs and using them exactly. It's not something you can't reproduce. If the game is unmodded, you should be able to build exactly like I did, using all of the things like I did, and get a complete mirror. So the other thing I was going to show you that I didn't think about was all the high tech. Anyway, was that this city, because there are no mass transit, everybody's using cars, so traffic is going to be way worse, and you can see right away that traffic is like abysmal. So I don't even know if I could complete this city and have it work and not reach that demand cap like I was talking about. Because this like high wealth sims will not use any mass transit at all. They'll only drive. From what I understand, in unmodded SimCity, in a fresh rush hour install, they'll only drive. They won't ride buses. They won't do anything else. And they'll always use... I should really have built this all in one ways. Anyway, I digress. I should have just built like ring loops. One of the ways you can control traffic in SimCity is by using one ways, because you can't have this problem with a one-way street where you get all this congestion. Anyway, I guess that's kind of moot. See my graphics card. Is that just like a head? Oh no, it's a set of abs. So this must be the ab factory. Anyway, so yeah, I hope that clears some things up and explains my perspective on the game. I really appreciate that you took time to watch what my stuff. As you can see, my SimCity is kind of messed up. I know how to fix it. I just haven't, because reasons. So yeah, this city reached demand cap because I was building way too fast and way too much, and I don't know. I couldn't figure out how to fix it. If I remember, the city is at its demand cap. Yeah, see how the city's at its demand cap for residential and commercial. So I don't know if that has anything to do with traffic or what. I don't think it has to do with traffic. More accurately, I think it has to do with something else. But yeah, all of my cities, you can see one of the reasons why I bury these guys in there is because there's no water pollution. So hopefully that clears that part up. Anyway. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm sorry to all my subscribers who think this is gonna be like this is gonna be me recording SimCity instead of just talking about SimCity. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's the video. Thanks for watching.